Mara yanked open her apartment door. A child, no taller than her knee, clung to the frame. Iridescent blue skin shimmered under the hallway light. 6 tiny fingers gripped tight. Behind the child, a taller figure slumped against the wall, silver blood oozing from a gash across her temple. Pointed ears twitched. Golden eyes flickered half shut. "Help," the child rasped in broken English. "Please." Hurt. Mara's EMT instincts kicked in. She scanned for threats. Empty hallway, no sirens yet. She grabbed the child's free arm. Pulled. The taller one staggered forward. Mara hooked an arm under her shoulders. Hauled them both inside. Door slammed shut. Deadbolt clicked.
"Stay," Mara ordered.
She darted to the kitchen drawer, yanked out duct tape and her spare hoodie. Back to the door in seconds. She stretched the hoodie over the hallway camera lens. Taped it tight. No peeking eyes now. The child, Tiv, she'd learn later, stared wide-eyed. The injured one slid down the wall, left a smear of silver on the paint. Mara knelt. "I'm Mara. EMT. Night shift. You hurt bad?" Tiv nodded fast, pointed at the slumped figure. "Salith. Fall.
Bad drop."
Mara unzipped her medkit from under the couch. Gloves on. She pressed gauze to Salith's temple. Silver blood welled, sticky and warm. Not human. But pressure stopped bleed same way. "Hold this." Mara guided Tiv's small hands to the gauze. "Firm. Don't let go." Tiv pressed, mimicked perfectly. Golden eyes locked on Mara.
"Copied her steady grip." Salith groaned.
Eyelids fluttered. She murmured in a clicking language. Mara pulled her phone, thumbed open the translation app, best for tourists, refugees, weird calls.
"Held it close. Repeat that."
The app whirred. Pixels danced. "Safe? Airs? Hairs?" Mara echoed.
She wiped more blood, probed the gash. Clean slice. No bone. Stitches later. "You're safe here. Names first. I'm Mara Vance." App translated her words. Click output.
Salith, the injured one whispered, grabbed Mara's wrist.
Weak, but desperate. Protect. Tiv beamed. "Mara rules. Press firm." Mara snorted. Kid learned fast. Good. Rule 2. No noise. Cops patrol soon. She fetched saline. Flushed the wound. Salith hissed. Sharp teeth glinted. Mara worked steady. Irrigated debris. Flecks of metal, like from a crash. Not a knife. "Drop?" Mara asked. App buzzed. Salith's eyes sharpened. "Ship fail."
"Escape. Agents hunt."
Translation glitched. Hunters close. Mara taped the gauze. Butterfly closures next. Precise. She'd closed worse on drunks, overdose kids. This. Just another patient. My turf. Tiv tugged her sleeve. Mara strong. Human rules. Good.
Salith watched Mara bandage awe crept into her gaze.
"You. Touch. No fear. Heal." Mara shrugged. Packed. Herkit. "You rest. Tiv. Water." Tiv scampered to the kitchen. Copied her earlier grab, yanked a glass from the cabinet. Spilled half. Brought it sloshing to Salith.
Salith sipped. Coughed.
"Tiv. No. Too late." Tiv spotted the doorbell panel by the door. Shiny button. He jabbed it once. Twice. Grin wide. Buzzer screamed. Building-wide alert blared. Unauthorized access. Floor 3. Security lockdown. Mara cursed. Lunged. Natched Tiv mid-press. No. Rule 3. Buttons off limits. Lights flickered. Hallway thumped. Neighbors yelling. Elevators halted with a grind. Salith bolted upright. Alert. Row hears. Mara shoved furniture against the door. Couch first. Then the table. Envoy night. Retrieval. Salith swayed, clutching the wall. Quiet take. Now loud. Phone buzzed. Text from building super, feds inbound. Weird vid glitch. Stay put. Mara's gut twisted. For a doorbell? Empty hall, but shadows moved at the stairwell end. Tiv huddled against her leg. Copied her stance, knees bent. Ready. Mara, protect. Yeah, kid. Mara scanned her apartment. Back exit. Fire escape. Risky with injured. Hide. Closet too small. Salith pulled a slim device from her belt. Glowed faint blue. Short time. Mara eyed it. Work on us 3. Salith nodded, pressed it. Air shimmered. Walls blurred. Thuds outside. Federal response. Agent Lena Park's voice. Mara knew the tone. Protocol drawn. Mara whispered. Rules, stay silent. Follow me. Tiv nodded fierce. Grabbed Salith's hand. Mimicked Mara's whisper walk to the bedroom. Door rattled. Ms. Vance? Unexplained incident. Camera tampered.
Mara slipped into the closet, crammed them in.
Pulled blankets over. Cloak hummed low. Salith leaned close. Breath hitched. Why, strangers? Mara met her eyes. Patience don't abandon.
Human rule. Tiv squeezed her fingers.
6 tiny ones wrapped tight. Front door splintered. Boots stormed in. Mara held breath. Cloak flickered. A shadow paused at the bedroom door. Scanned. Silence stretched. Then, vent grate creaked. Not human. Row dropped from the ceiling. Armored. 4 arms unfolding. Rifle swept the room. He froze. Sniffed. Golden eyes narrowed on the closet. Airs. Saliath tensed. Mara clamped a hand on her shoulder. Shook head. Row advanced. Pried the door. Cloak failed. Sparked out.
He stared.
Tiv, then Mara. Human, unarmed, shielding them. Threat? Row growled. App on Mara's phone auto-translated from his belt unit. Mara stood, slow. Hands up. Healer. Not threat. Row's rifle dipped. Confusion rippled his scales. Human? Guards royals? No demand. Footsteps pounded back.
Agent Park burst in.
Freeze. What the?
She gaped. At the aliens. Rifle. Mara in between. Row whirled. Aimed at Park. Mara stepped forward.
Easy.
Park blinked. Holstered slow. Vance, you hoaxed this? Mara jerked thumb at Salith's bandage. Patient dropped from sky. Treat first. Row lowered weapon. Stared at Mara. Normal? For human? Park radioed. Command, not hoax. First contact. Living room.
Salith tugged Mara back. Stay.
Family now? Tiv beamed. Mara rules. All copy. Row knelt. Bowed head to Mara. Protector earned. Park exhaled. You're in deep, Vance. Mara grinned faint. Sirens wailed closer. Door bursts wider. More agents. Lights flashed. But Tiv clung tight.
Salith leaned in. Row stood guard.
Family formed in the chaos. First contact? Mara's apartment. Boots thundered nearer. Row raised his rifle again. Not at them. Someone shouted from the hall.
Intruders! Royals confirmed!
The real hunt closed in. Mara grabbed her kit. Move. My rules. Mara slammed her EMT kit onto the kitchen table. Plastic buckles snapped open. She yanked out gauze, antiseptic wipes, and her suture kit. The alien woman, Salith, slumped against the wall, clutching her side. Purple blood seeped through scaled fingers. The little one, Tiv, huddled behind her, wide eyes locked on Mara. Hold still. Mara grabbed Salith's wrist. Pulled it away. The gash ran deep across ribs, jagged like a crash landing. Scales parted like wet leather, no time for scans. Pressure first. Salith hissed. Sharp teeth flashed. Tiv whimpered, tiny hands mimicking Mara's grip on gauze. Mara pressed hard. Blood slowed. Good. Stay. She ripped open an antiseptic packet. Stung the air with alcohol bite. Drowsed the wound. Salith jerked. Scales rippled blue to violet. Alien physiology. Thicker skin, maybe acidic blood. But it clotted like human. Mara threaded the needle. Improvised sutures from fishing line. Steady hands pierced scale and flesh. 1 stitch. 2. Salith's breath steadied. She watched Mara's face, not the needle. Tiv crept closer, copied the stitch motion on his own sleeve. Mara rule. Press. Clean. Clean. Kid learned fast.
Human rule.
She tied off the last knot. Bandage tight. No moving.
Salith exhaled.
Reached out, touched Mara's hand. Scales cool, dry, her eyes golden slits, softened. She slid off the chair, grabbed a butter knife. Scratched the table. Quick lines curved into a glyph. A circle with spikes radiating out. Pursuit symbol? She jabbed a finger at the window. Mara followed the point.
Streetlights flickered below her third-floor apartment. Shadows shifted.
Hunters coming? Salith nodded fierce. Tiv echoed.
Hunter's bad. Mara hide.
Mara's pulse kicked. Skydrop meant trouble. Feds would swarm any minute. Sirens already whined distant. Maybe a crash report.
She needed time. Grabbed her phone.
Dialed dispatch. Night shift favor. Vance. Noise complaint. Elm and Fifth. Screaming kid. Possible domestic. Reroute the Ambo from Sector 7. Lights quiet. Dispatch grunted.
On it! You off tonight?
Personal call. She hung. Ambulance wail shifted. Closer, then veered past her block. Bought minutes. Salith tugged Mara's sleeve. Pointed glyph again. Urgency hummed in her stance. Got it. Safe here. For now, Mara scanned the room.
Bolt the door. Shades down.
Tiv dragged a stool over. Climbed up. Peeked curtain edge. Quiet watch. Mara rule. He pressed finger to lips.
Mara almost smiled. Smart kid.
She refilled water glasses. Human basics. Salith sipped slow. Coughed at the tap taste. Grimaced, but drank. Footsteps thudded in the hall. Mara froze. Neighbor? She motioned them down. Crouched low. Door rattled. No knock. Handle jiggled locked. Muttered voices. Scan confirms heat sigs. Royals inside. Alien hunters. Already. Salith scooped Tiv. Backed to the bedroom. Mara waved them off. Stayed put. Listened. Silence dropped. Then, a hum. Outside the window. Mara crept to glass. Pulled shade a crack. Night air buzzed. A drone hovered, fist-sized. Silent blades whirred, no lights. It swept the building. Beams stabbed windows, one by one. Blue alien light painted brick. Her turn. Beam hit. Glass glowed. Traced the frame. Locked on. Down. Bama yanked shadeful. Dove behind couch. Salith and Tiv piled in. Drone light pulsed brighter. Scanned through. Heat vision. Glass warmed. Mara smelled ozone. They see us. Salith whispered alien words. Glyph hand sign. Danger close. Tiv buried face in Mara's shirt. Clung tight. Phone buzzed. Dispatch callback. Mara killed it silent. No time. Back door. Fire escape rusted. Front hall guarded. Something clicked. Window latch popped. Alien tech override. Mara gripped her suture scissors. Useless. But hers. Stay behind me. Silith shook head. Pulled a slim blade from her belt. She offered it. Mara took. Light, balanced. Together. Trust sparked. Mara nodded. Window slid up. Cool night rushed in.
Drone darted through. It hovered. Scanned faces. Tiv sneezed.
Tiny sound. Drone. Beeped. Red glyph flashed on its hull. Pursuit locked. Mara lunged. Swatted at midair. Blade-nicked shell. It spun wild.
Crashed into lamp. Sparks flew.
Silith stomped it. Crackled silence. But hall door boomed. Wood splintered. Breach. Mara hauled them up. Kitchen.
Back way. They scrambled. Tiv tripped. Mara scooped in.
Light as a toddler. Salith bandaged side held. Kitchen door stuck. Mara kicked. Opened to alley stairs. Down they went. Garbage reek hit. Slippery rungs.
Shouts echoed above. Royals fleeing.
Human assist. Feds or aliens. Both now. Alley shadows swallowed them. Mara set pace. Salith matched. Tiv rode piggyback. Mara fast. Rule good.
Street hummed. Ambulance, her diversion, blared 2 blocks over.
Perfect chaos. They ducked into park. Trees hid them. Silith leaned on Mara. Breath ragged. Why? Human help? Mara shrugged. Patient. My shift. Simple. EMT code. Tiv piped up. Family rule now? Salith's scales flushed. Pulled Mara closer. Dependence bloomed. Sirens converged. Lights swept park edge. Mara veered to storm drains. Grate loose. In. Quiet. Mud-slicked scales blew.
Hide game. Deeper in.
Water dripped. Salith traced another glyph on wall. Thank you. Mara nodded. Phone vibrated again. Unknown number. She peeked. Text. Fed trace. Stand down.
Agent inbound.
Human authorities first.
No. Alien boot scuff pipe ahead.
Retrieval team. Mara tightened grip on blade.
My rules. We move.
Syleth smiled faint. First real one.
Royals followed. Park exit loomed. Chain link fence. Mara climbed. Boosted Tiv over Salith vaulted graceful. Wounded or not. Street beyond. Truck idled.
Driver smoked. Mara waved.
Hey, flat tire help?
He blinked. At the trio. Lady? Please. She flashed EMT badge. Human trust. He nodded. Up in. They piled into cab. Truck rumbled off. Sirens faded. Tiv bounced knee. Mara truck rule. Salith watched out back window. Drones swarmed park. Nist them. Where? Driver asked. Mara thought fast. Old warehouse district. Empty shifts.
Pier 9. Quick.
Radio crackled news. UFO crash. Fed seal zone. First contact leaked. Mara protected hers. Small shelter. Big stakes. Salith touched arm. Protector. Mara met eyes. Team. Tiv. Yawned. Curled against her. Family sparked in motion. But rear-view black SUVs tailed distant. Closing. Phone rang. Caller ID. Agent Lena Park. Mara answered. Vance. Stand down. We track you. Aliens real? Mara glanced at sleeping Tiv. Patient transport. Catch up. Game on. Warehouse. Loomed.
Truck stopped.
They slipped out. Shadows deep. Salith scouted. Returned Salith slipped back from the shadows. Clear. 2 levels up. Old offices.
Mara scooped Tiv higher on her hip.
The kid's weight dragged, but she pushed forward. Warehouse air hung thick with rust and oil. Goal. Hole up. Treat wounds. Evade tails. She scanned the dim space. Forklifts rusted in rows. Perfect cover. Stairs. Mara pointed. Footsteps echoed outside. Crunch of gravel. SUVs. They climbed. Tiv gripped her shirt. Salith limped behind, scanner glowing faint in her palm. Second floor, abandoned foreman room, doorless frame. Mara shoved in a crate to block sightlines. Outcome, temporary den. She lowered Tiv. Kid blinked wide eyes. Safe? For now. Mara knelt eye level. New rules. House rules. Quiet voices. No running. Tiv helps. Tiv nodded fast. Copied her squat. Mimicked her finger to lips. Shh. Rule. Good. Mara rummaged her EMT pack. Gauze. Antiseptic.
Salith's leg needed stitches.
Tiv. Task 1. Stack cans. Quiet stack. Warehouse cans, rusted beans from who knows when, lined a shelf. Tiv toddled over. One clinked loud. Inside voice, Mara whispered. Demonstrated. Soft palm pressed to mouth. Like this.
Human whisper. Tiv pressed palms dramatic.
Bowed low. Chill.
By stars of Thalor, I vow fealty to the Can Guardian. Voice boomed. Echoey vow rippling out. Mara froze. Syleth gasped. Grabbed Tiv's shoulders. No. Child heir cannot. Tiv beamed innocent. Mara rule. Vow quiet. Sirens wailed distant. Mara yanked him close.
Whisper vow, not yell.
Heart hammered. What if that echoed to agents? Salith sank against wall. Skin paled under blue sheen. That oath binds bloodlines. Royals only. If heard, war? Mara pressed gauze to Salith's gash. Blood welled alien purple. Worse. Claim on your world. Salith winced. Pulled gem from neck pouch. Fist-sized sapphire. Pulsing inner light. Payment. For shelter, protector. Mara eyed it. Street value? Millions. Too perfect. Trap? No gems. Rules say no shiny bribes. She tied bandage tight. Suspicion spiked. Runaways with jewels? Staged?
Salith thrust harder. Honor debt.
Thalorian code. Tiv, stacked faster. Copied Mara's not tying on a rag. Gem pretty? Put away. Mara stood. Paced room. Black SUVs meant feds. Park's call confirmed track. Aliens outside apartment. Scuffed boots. Closing circle. Goal. Next move. Rear exit? Doorframe shadows shifted. Footsteps precise, not human shuffle. Salith scanner. Door. Mara, grab pack. Service stairwell. Back corner. She boosted Tiv. Salith vaulted crate graceful despite limp. Stairwell reeked of mold. They descended single file. Mara led, blade ready. Halfway. Alien boot scuff above. Halt. Quiet. Mara breathed. Tiv nodded, copied blade grip on his tiny finger. Salith whispered, duty pulls. Leave you? No. Mara locked eyes. Firm. Team rule. They hit ground level. Service door cracked to alley. Mara peeked. Clear. Dashed across. Parked then abandoned. Hot-wired in seconds.
EMT trick for crash scenes. Engine growled low.
They piled in. Mara floored it. Alley twisted to main drag. Rear view. Flashlight beam swept warehouse. Missed them. Tiv bounced seat. Mara, drive rule. Salith clutched gem. Stared at Mara.
Why? Humans abandon.
Patients don't.
Kid needs mom. Mom needs stitches.
Simple. Phone buzzed. Park again.
Mara hit speaker.
Vance. Transport secure.
Cut it. Drones pinged your badge.
Pull over. Aliens confirmed. Hostile. Salith tensed. Mara muted. Your call. Lie.
Salith shook head. Truth.
Roe protects us. Misreads you.
Mara unmuted.
Not hostile.
Patience. Meet Pier 17. Neutral. Click. Park. 10 minutes. No tricks. Van merged traffic. City lights blurred. Tiv yawned, curled against Salith. Copied Mara's steady wheel grip on his knee. Salith touched Mara's arm. Light. Protector oath? Trigger it. Mara snorted. Toaster vow next time, but warmth spread. Family glitch in chaos. Tier 17 loomed. Fog rolled off water. Mara parked shadows. Killed lights. Goal. Handoff or alliance. Headlights pierced fog. Black SUVs. 4. Park stepped out first. Suit crisp. Glock holstered. Flanked by feds.
Silas straightened.
Row, inbound. South. Alien boot scuffs. South Pier. Collision course. Park approached cautious. Vance.
Show me. Mara opened door.
Tiv peeked. Salith followed. Gem tucked. Park's eyes widened.
Holy kids blue.
Tiv waved. Copied Mara's calm stance. Hi, Agent. Quiet rule. Park drew weapons slow. Hands up. All. No. Blade sheathed visible. EMT protocol. Patience first. Heads fanned out. South. Row. Emerged. Armored silhouette. Rifle hummed energy. Intruders. Stand from Royals. Park spun. Freeze. Federal. Chaos brewed. Tiv whimpered. Clung Mara. Salith raised hands. Row. Cease. Human aids. Row halted. Scoped Mara. Threat feigns normalcy. Oath echo confirmed. Claims air. Park barked. Oath. What oath? Tiv piped. Can Guardian vow. Mara rule. Silence dropped. Row's rifle. Dipped fraction. Park lowered Glock. Mara held ground. Talk. Not shoot. PA rules. Row advanced. Voice modulated deep. Human. Yield princess.
Air. Silith stepped beside Mara.
No, she shelters. Honor binds. Park holstered. Eyed gem glint on Salith. Real. Crash site matches. Vance. Stand down. Joint op. Drones buzzed overhead. News choppers distant. Leaks spread. Row scanned. Tiv. Softened under helmet. Child mimics. Human gestures. Efficient. Mara nodded Tiv forward. Show. Stack rule. Tiv grabbed crate shard. Stacked precise on pier crate. Quiet. Row knelt. Thaylor Young take cycles. Park radioed. Feds hold perimeter. No media.
Salith gripped Mara's hand. First squeeze.
Trust sealed. But warehouse drone feed crackled Park's earpiece. Sir. SUV cam caught oath audio. Viral. Fealty to Can Guardian. Net exploding. Tiv beamed. Mara famous. Row stiffened. Blood oath public. War sparked on less. Pier tensed. Feds shifted. Row's team flanked. Mara scooped Tiv. New rule. Hide vow. Team first. Salith smiled real. Human rules when. Phone erupted. Global alerts. Alien princess vows to Earth appliance. First contact meme. Park cursed. Press swarms inbound. Evac, now. Row nodded Mara. Lead protector.
Van revved. SUVs flanked.
South convoy formed. Aliens, humans. Teve slept against Mara. Salith watched rear. Family forged in fog, but horizon glowed. More drones. Bigger chase. Oath viral. World watched. Footsteps clipped sharp against the tiled hall floor. Mara pressed flat against the laundry room wall. Salith's shallow breaths hot on her neck. Tiv clutched silent in the princess's arms. The service door hissed open 20 feet away. A man in grease-stained overalls stepped out, toolkit swinging. His badge caught the light, two crisp, laminate edges unworn. Fake. Stay, Mara whispered. She nudged Salith toward the back row of humming dryers. Pipes snaked overhead like a metal jungle. Washers thrummed, masking heartbeats. Perfect maze. The man, Row, she'd bet from Salith's frantic description, tilted his head. Sniffed. No. Scanned. A slim device in his palm beeped faint, blue light flickering toward droplets on the floor. Salith's blood trail from the cut on Tiv's arm.
Damn!
Mara grabbed Salith's elbow. Laundry. Now. They ducked low, weaving between carts of folded sheets. Steam vented hot from a dryer chute, blurring air. Tiv whimpered once. Salith shushed. Alien words, soft and lilting. Row's boots scraped closer. Princess. Air. Scent. Confirms. Voice modulated deep, accent like grinding stones. He bypassed the elevators, zeroed on their door. Mara yanked open a utility panel. Inside, Salith squeezed through first, robes snagging. Tiv followed, wide eyes copying Mara's crouch. The child stacked 2 soap crates precise, blocking the panel gap. Stack rule, Tiv chirped, mimicking her earlier demo. Good kid. Mara slid in last, pulling the panel shut.
Darkness swallowed them. Pipes groaned overhead.
Row's scanner whirred outside. They crawled. Lint clogged Mara's knees. Salith's skin glowed faint biolume, enough to spot the next junction. Left, Mara hissed. Vent drops to basement. Row kicked the laundry door. Metal rattled. Human. Assist retrieval. No harm. Salith froze. Mara gripped her shoulder. Ignore. Move. Tiv wriggled ahead, tiny hands slapping pipes in rhythm. Mara's keyring jangled loose from her belt loop. Tiv snatched it mid-crawl, eyes bright. Shiny keys. Human rule? Quiet. Too late. Keys slipped, clattered loud against concrete. Row spun. There. Retrieve them, lose seconds. Leave them, noise beacon. Speed 1. She lunged past Salith, scooped keys silent, but Row's shadow loomed at the panel. Run. Mara shoved them forward. Vent grate ahead. Basement access. Tiv popped it free, efficient as a crowbar. Row ripped the panel open. Light speared in. His helmeted face filled the gap, visor black. Arm extended, stun prod humming. Mara twisted. No time for maze. She rolled out into the hall. Phone up, camera rolling. Red record light, blazed. Back off. Federal response, inbound. You're on video. Row paused. Prode lowered an inch. Human female. Vance. Yield royals. Protocol. Salith peeked from vent, eyes wide. Tiv clung to her neck. Mara blocked the hall dead center, stance wide like restraining a combative patient. Not yours. Mine now. EMT protocol, shelter patients. You want them? Through me. Row's visor cycled. Scanned her phone. Recording irrelevant. Thaylor claim supersedes. Footsteps pounded from the lobby stairwell. Human this time. Shoes scuffing casual. Agent Park burst around the corner. Badge flashing. Block drawn low. Feds. Freeze. Row pivoted smooth. Prod vanishing into sleeve. Earth Authority? Joint retrieval? Park's eyes flicked to Mara, then the vent. Vans? Protecting miners. This guy's hunting them. Mara kept camera steady, framing Row's helmet glint. Salith emerged hesitant. Tiv perched on hip. The child waved keys. Mara's shiny. Stack rule good? Park holstered slow. Jesus. Scales? Glowing? She eyed Salith's gemmed collar. Real? Row knelt fraction, scanner pocketing. Princess Salith. Air Tiv. Secure. Salith stepped forward, chin high. Human shelters. No yield. Park radioed terse. Command, confirm visuals. Crash site pings match. Hold building. Mara lowered phone slate, thumbed send. Clip to her precinct Dropbox. Backup uploaded. Cash, injured the kid. My call. Rose, gauntlet flexed. Human efficiency, noted by child mimics gestures. Thaylor Young require cycles for such. Tiv toddled to Mara, keys offered. Trade, human rule. Mara pocketed them, ruffled the frilled crest. Deal, kid. Trust sparked in those huge eyes. Park blocked the hall opposite. No moves till cleared. Vance, you started this circus. Night shift call. Door knock? Treated like any patient. Mara glanced at Salith. Princess gripped her sleeve. First voluntary touch. Drones whirred outside windows. News choppers chopping distant. Leaks already. Rose straightened. Evac to Pier Warehouse. My shuttle cloaked. Park nodded sharp. Joint, Fed's escort. No press. They moved. Mara scooped Tiv light as a cat. Salith flanked, robes whispering. Laundry maze forgotten. Elevator dinged clean. Lobby swarmed subtle feds and civvies. Eyes hard. Rose team melted from shadows, disguised seamless. Outside fog rolled thick. Vans idled. Mara buckled Tiv in back seat. Salith beside. Roe took shotgun. Park drove. Pier secure? Park gunned it. Affirm. Oath ritual pending. Bloodbind. Salith leaned forward. Mara shelters. Honor first. Tiv yawned against Mara's arm. Can Guardian?
Bow stack.
Mara froze. What vow? Salith pricked thumb on collar gem. Bloodwelled violet. Pressed to washer-dryer logo sticker on Mara's jacket. Fealty. Human appliance guardian. Clan now. Park's eyes widened in rear view.
You swore to her washer?
Roe stiffened.
Public? No. Warehouse private.
Drone feed crackled Park's earpiece. Agent SUV dashcam caught it. Audio viral. Fealty to Conguardian. Nets exploding. Tiv beamed. Mara famous. Rose visor darkened. Blood oath public. Wars sparked on less. Retrieval priority shifts. Protect all. Pier loomed through fog. Warehouse doors yawned. Fed stacked crates for cover. Rose team fanned out. Energy fields shimmering faint. Mara hugged Tiv closer. New rule? Hide vow. Team first. Salith smiled. Real teeth sharp. Human rules win. Phones erupted. Global alerts pinged. Alien princess vows to Earth appliance? First contact meme? Park cursed. Press swarms inbound. Evac now. Roe nodded to Mara. Lead, protector. Van revved. SUVs flanked. South convoy formed. Aliens. Immons. United run. Tiv slept limp against Mara. Salith watched rear view, hand in hers. Family forged in fog. Horizon glowed orange.
More drones swarmed. Bigger chase inbound.
Oath, viral. World watched. But Rose scanner beeped urgent. Secondary signatures. Rival clan hunters.
Park floored it. Hang on. Mara gripped tight. Shelter just got bigger.
Van bucked over potholes. Mara braced her feet against the floorboard. Tiv whimpered in her lap. Tiny claws digging into her arm. Salith swayed beside her, violet streaks drying on her temple from the thumbprick. Contacts closing fast, Roe barked from the front passenger seat. His gauntleted hand flew over the scanner. Flanking from east, 3 skimmers. Park yanked the wheel. Copy. Flanking units, engage drones only. No lethal till confirmed hostile. Distant lights winked, press chopper. Alien craft sliced low, hulls shimmering like oil on water. Salith hissed. Coughed wet. Her hand slipped from Mara's.
She's crashing. Mara snapped. EMT mode kicked in.
She yanked open the medkit wedged under the seat. Roe, pressure on that thumb wound. It's not clotting right. Roe twisted back. Visor snapped to Salith's paling scales. Clan Royal Physiology rejects Earth microbes. Antiseptic. Later. Mara pressed gauze to the prick. Blood welled fresh, thicker now. Tiv, hold this. Firm. The child nodded solemn.
Mimicked Mara's grip exactly. Human rule, firm hold.
Park glanced back. ETA to safe house. 15 mics. Can she hold? Salith's eyes fluttered. Duty, retrieve error. No. A boom rocked the van. Rear view shattered. Shrapnel pinged off energy shields Roe flung up. He slapped a panel. Bluefield hummed around the vehicle. Vexor hunters. They want the air dead. Mara ducked low, pulled Tiv under her arm. Park, evasive. Agent Park grinned feral. Juked the van between derelict tankers. Federal SUVs peeled off, drawing fire. One exploded in a fireball. Human sacrifice play, Rowe growled, inefficient. My team counters. 2 alien knights dropped from hovering pods onto the road. Energy lances sparked. They vaulted a rival skimmer, sliced its wing clean. Craft spiraled into the bay. Mara's heart hammered. These weren't feds, these were hers now. Family. Salith convulsed. Row. Stand. Down. From. Words. Cut. Off. She slumped against Mara, scales fever hot.
She's septic.
Mara diagnosed. Ripped open a tourniquet pack. Too much blood loss for her size. Row. Assist. Now. Scanner chirped override. Human, you presume. Presume this dies. Your retrieval fails. Mara thrust the tourniquet at him. Wrap her upper arm. Tight. Or, I walk with the kid. Tiv piped up. Clan rule. Now human rule. Helpro's visor flickered. He snatched the band. Wrapped with surgical precision, alien fingers steadied faster than any human she'd trained. Salith stabilized. Breathed shallow but even. Good, Mara said. One question. Why hunters now? Rowe sealed the tourniquet. Blood oath viral. Public fealty binds her to you. Vexor claims it voids succession. Heir must die for their pretender. Park whooped ahead. Got him. Last skimmer down. Convoy reformed. SUVs battered but rolling. Rowe's knights rejoined via jump pods, visors saluting Mara through the tint. Tiv clapped. Mara strong, like washer guardian. Salith stirred, squeezed Mara's knee. Sharp teeth flashed weak smile. Protector, earned. Mara exhaled. Wiped sweat. First contact wasn't protocols. It was this. Messy, bleeding, holding on. Radio crackled. Park's earpiece. Agent Park, command. Satellite confirms Vexor mothership inbound orbit. Press blacked out viral oath but leak spreading. UN emergency session. Rowe stiffened. Orbit? They risk exposure. Park smirked. Welcome to Earth. We go loud or go dark. Your call, Knight. Rowe-eyed Mara. Protector leads. Mara nodded. Dark. Head for my precinct safe house. Off-grid, Ned supplies. We patch, plan. Van accelerated south. Horizon swallowed the pier's glow. Drones buzzed distant. Pressor hunters. Tiv yawned. Curled into Mara's side. New rule. Mara sleep here. Suilith leaned head on Mara's shoulder. Clan sleeps. Mara draped her jacket over them, watched Rowe sync scanners with Park's laptop. Alien tech meshed human code, seamless. Collaboration hummed. But Rowe's device pinged low.
Anomaly. Human signature embedded in Oathfit.
Federal plant!
Park cursed. But Brass wants the kid. Mara tensed. Trust fractured? No time. Skies darkened. New signatures bloomed. Dozens. Rowe's voice dropped. Vexor main force. And? Park floored it harder. Game on. Mara gripped the kids tighter. Shelter expanded. But jaws closed fast. Hash, hash, hash. Convoy blasted through suburbs. Mara bounced in seat. Streetlights blurred. Sirens wailed. Cops are back up. Feds inbound from north, Park relayed. Are feds or Brass? Rowe cross-checked. Both. Authorities pivot to containment. Salith murmured. Betrayal? Not yet. Mara checked vitals. Pulse steady. We prove value. Tiv stirred. Pointed window. Big lights chase. Helicopters thumped overhead. Spotlights swept. Press broke blackout. Van swerved into alley. SUVs blocked ends. Rowe's team deployed shimmer fields. Invisible barricade. Buy time. Rowe ordered. Knights formed perimeter. Mara hauled medkit out. Laid Salith on crate. Rowe knelt opposite. Passed scanner. Your tools crude, but effective. Crude wins scraps. Mara sutured the thumb clean.
Alien blood fizzed on iodine.
Your shield saved us. Rowe paused. Human normalcy. Extraordinary. No fear. Mara shrugged. Tied knot. Night shift. Kids. Overdoses. Wrecks. Same drill. Park. Jogged up. Flak jacket zipped. Perimeter hold. But UN chopper circling. They want interview. Rose.
Air hidden. Tiv tugged Mara's pant.
I talk. Human rules famous. Salith chuckled faint.
Hair adapts.
Drones hummed closer. One dropped low. Tiv waved. Hi, Earth friends. Net exploded anew. Clips viral. Alien kid cheers washer vow. Park groaned. Commands furious. But public loves it. Rose calm buzzed. Envoy, Knight, Mothership hails. Surrender royals or Earth forfeit. Bluff? Mara stood. Tell them no, Ro relayed. Silence. Then, skies lit. Vexor beam skimmed warehouse roof. Crates vaporized.
Hostile!
Park yelled. Knights charged. Lances clashed invisible foes. Humans fired tranq rounds. Non-lethal pivot. Mara scooped Tiv. Dragged Salith to cover. Stay down. Salith clutched hair. Protector. Boom. Knight down. Ro dragged him back. Applied Mara's tourniquet mod. Alien-sized.
Copy your method, Ro grunted.
Mara nodded. Fired flare gun skyward.
Blinded chopper drone. Press retreated. Vexor faltered. Jets screamed overhead.
Human F-35s locked missiles. Stand down, Vexor. Park broadcast.
Earth claims custody. Mothership veered. Vanished into clouds. Ro lowered glance. They retreat. Park holstered.
For now. Tiv hugged Mara's leg.
Family win. Salith rose shaky. Pressed gem to Mara's collar again. Deeper fealty. Mara smiled. Clan rule accepted. Agent Park jabbed a finger at Mara. Explain. Now that beam vaporized crates, UN's civilian EMT, just escalated to interstellar incident. Mara shifted Tiv higher on her hip. The child clung tight, tiny claws retracted into soft pads. Salith leaned against a crate, gem pulsing faint blue at her throat. Ro loomed nearby, lance retracted but grip ready. Proof first, Mara said. She pulled her phone from her vest, thumbed open the gallery, thrust it at Park. Salith and Tiv dropped here 2 nights ago, crash pod in my garage. Scans, vitals, all logged like any patient. Park snatched the phone.
Scrolled fast. Ultrasound images flickered. Alien bones. Glowing veins.
Timestamped, legit. Her jaw tightened. This is federal evidence. Kids or not, they're not yours. Protections first. Mara met Park's glare. Tiv's 3 orbits old. Salith's injured. No custody talk till they're safe. Feds, UN, whoever, screen my place, but they stay with me.
Tiv piped up.
Human rule. Shelter first.
He mimicked Mara's stance, fists on hips. Rose Knights exchanged glances. One murmured, hair quotes, the soft skins. Park exhaled sharp, commands, screaming hoax. Viral clips of the kid waving at drones.
Public shipping Earthmom merch already.
She handed back the phone. Fine, provisional custody. But extraction's coming. Rose stepped forward. His armor hummed low, modulating voice for human ears. Agent Park. I am Envoy Knight Ro, 3rd Lance of the Valith Concord. These are Princess Salith, Ara Valith, and Heir Tiv. Royals of the Core Helix. Park froze. Mara felt the shift. Air thickened with unspoken ranks. Salith straightened, regal even in rags. Royals? Park echoed. Dropped on Earth? Why? Ro's visor opaqued briefly.
Failed insertion.
Vexar saboteurs breached our shuttle, crash-landed. Human Mara sheltered them. Applied, unconventional triage.
He nodded at the tourniquet Knight.
Stable now, alien blood staunched by Mara's belt mod. Salith spoke, voice lilting. Protector Vance bound us by clan right. Gem seals it. She touched the collar gem on Mara. It warmed under Mara's skin. Park rubbed her temple. Clan? Like marriage? Drone's word overhead again. UN marked. Fealty. Ro corrected. Binding. She commands our egress. Mara blinked. Command? No. Just EMT protocol. But Tiv beamed up at her. Boss Mara. Park paced. Extraction proposal. Quiet evac. Our black site chopper. 5 mics out. No press. No mothership drama. Rose calm crackled. Vexor fleet shadows orbit. They demand surrender. Public reveal risks. Blockade. Blockade? Park snorted. Earth's got teeth. F-35s just peeled their scout. But yeah, panic's bad. Mara? Set Tiv down. He scampered to Salith, tugging her hand. Goal clear. Get them safe. but on her terms. Three-way plan. 1. Feds secure my warehouse as neutral ground. 2. Ro's team handles alien threats. Non-lethal if possible. 3. I escort Tiv to rendezvous. He's bonded, no separations. Ro tilted his head. You dictate to Concord Knight.
Human rule? Tiv chirped.
Practical. Salith smiled faint. Air approves. Jem echoes it. Park crossed arms.
You're nuts. Civilian in crossfire? Mara shrugged.
Night shifts. Gunfire's just Tuesday. She pulled her EMT kit. Checked Salith's bandages. Seeping less. Tiv copies fast. Need steady. Ro considered. Vexer, inbound. Yor. Flares blinded their optics. Effective. Respect edged his tone. Humans, mundane tools, extraordinary yield. But armed escort. My team.
No. Mara locked eyes.
My call. They trust me. Tiv nodded fierce. Mara family. Ro signaled his knights. Prepare shuttle beacon. Mara escorts Hare. Chopper thupped closer. Press vans clogged the perimeter fence. A reporter yelled, Mara Vance, alien mom. Park barked into radio. Lock it down. Blackout protocol. Mara knelt to Tiv. Stick close. Human rules. Hold hand. No waving. Tiv gripped her fingers.
Copy. Silith pressed Mara's shoulder. You rewrite stars, Protector.
Warehouse doors rattled. Ro's knights formed wedge. Mara led Tiv in tow. Salith flanked. Park's agents peeled back fence. Chopper touched down. Rotors blasting grit. Vexar drone streaked low. Scout probe. Ro lanced it midair. Shards rained harmless. Go! Park yelled. Mara buckled Tiv into the medbay seat. Silith beside. Ro took jump seat, scanning skies. Chopper lifted, banking hard. Tiv pressed nose to window. Fly like birds. Mara monitored vitals. Steady. Her phone buzzed. Viral clip. Her flare shot captioned EMT versus aliens 1-0. Ro leaned in. Your light weapon. Genius. Flare gun, Mara said. Standard kit. Park opposite tapped tablet. Rendezvous. Abandoned airfield, 20 clicks north. Ro's shuttle cloaks there. Uns looped in. Stand down order. Silith winced. Mara adjusted IV. Saline drip. Human grade. Rest. We're good. Chopper shuddered. Turbulence. No wake. Vexer fighter ghosted horizon. Cloaked till Ro pinged it. His lance extended. Energy pulse lanced out.
Enemy veered. Trailing smoke.
They're testing, Ro growled. Park gripped harness. Sam sights hot. Back off, Vexer. Tiv clutched Mara's arm.
Scary? Mara squeezed back.
Team's got it. Blacktop cracked, hangars, derelict, Ro's shuttle shimmered into view. Teardrop hull, veiled by human eyes till now. They touched down. Ramp dropped. 2 knights waited, bearing crates. Ro turned to Mara. Extraction here, princess boards. Hare, with me till safe, Mara cut in. She unbuckled Tiv. Let him out. Salith followed slow.
Protector.
The gem binds beyond this world.
Park jogged up.
Clocks ticking. Motherships hailing again. Ro's comm lit. He listened. Faceplate cracked. Rare human-readable shock. Demand parley. With the human. Mara halted. Me? You rewrote terms, Salith said. They blink. Tiv tugged. Boss time. Chopper idled. Knights formed honor guard. Park holstered sidearm. Feds back you. But play nice, Mara nodded. Practical. Shelter started this. Now, terms. She stepped forward. Phone ready. Logs, proof. Flare gun holstered. Patch them through. Ro extended comma. Orb. It hummed. Hologram flickered. Vexer commander. Scaled. Eyed. Human. Surrender royals. Mara smiled. Clan rule accepted. Negotiate. Tiv waved discreet. Hi, mean ship. Hollow flickered. Commander recoiled. The air. Mox. Family. Mara said. Our rules. Parley starts now. Park whispered. Balls of steel. Ro gripped lance tighter. Salith watched. Gem pulsing sync with Mara's pulse. Skies cleared. UN jets circled lazy. Public feeds exploded. Earth Mom owns galaxy. Mara held line. Infinite reach. But Mara yanked the rusted grate aside. In, Tiv. Quick. Tiv scrambled through the gap, his iridescent scales catching faint light from the storm drain ahead. Mara followed, hefting her EMT pack. Rain pounded the city above, masking their splashes. She knew these tunnels. Night shifts took her past every access point. Cameras blind here, under the old viaduct. Hold my hand, she said. Eyes front, Tiv nodded fast, mimicking her squat. Human rule 1. Low go. Salith hesitated at the rear, her taller frame awkward in the muck. Protector Mara, the agents. Drone sweep in 2 minutes. Mara pointed. Service Road Junction. We cut left before it. They sloshed forward. Mara timed it from memory. Flood sensors pinged surveillance hubs, but this stretch predated upgrades. Human tech, predictable. Tiv copied her crouch perfectly, small legs pumping. Salith stumbled once, gem at her throat glowing faint blue. A hum echoed. Mara froze, pulled them into a side pipe. Quiet. The drone whirred past overhead grates. Tiv pressed against her leg, silent. Salith's eyes widened at the dodge. You map their eyes without sight? City routes. Patients don't wait. Mara resumed pace. Out in 30. They emerged into a derelict lot, chain link rattling in wind. Rowe waited in shadow, Lance humming low. His faceplates scanned them. Hair, Salith said, stepping forward. Rowe's stance shifted, rigid. He eyed Mara's flare gun holster. Human leads? Threat protocol? Mara ignored him, checked skies. Clear for now. Shuttle? Rowe tapped his comm. Silent pulse. Still fail. Sirens wailed distant. Headlights pierced fog, black SUVs, federal plates. Park's convoy.
Damn.
Cried Mara, scooped Tiv. Cover. Rowe raised his lance. Energy shield snapped up. Blue dome warping light. Convoy braked hard. Agents spilling out. Park led. Badge flashing. Vance. Stand down. That's no kid prank. Back off, Lena. Mara kept voice steady. Tiv clutched tight. They're leaving quiet. Park's team fanned, rifles low, drones buzzed from vans. Rowe's shield held, deflecting scans. Human convoy draws eyes. Extraction priority. Salith gripped Mara's arm. They pursue as we fled palace guards. Park advanced. Hoax or not, feds claim jurisdiction. Ship signatures real. Mothership hails UN. Shield flickered under probe. Mara nodded to Rowe. Drop a slot. Talk her down. Rowe complied. Narrow gap. Park stepped through. Eyes on Tiv. Explains the kid vids. But her? She jerked chin at Salith. Princess act? Real enough. Mara set Tiv down.
He tugged Park's pant leg. Boss lady nice.
Human rule 2, no poke. Park blinked. Tiv's mimicry, perfect street kid tough. She holstered. Evidence? Mara tossed her phone. Log scrolled. Vitals, scans, alien biochem match. Park scrolled fast. Pivot.
Your point. But Mothership's pissed.
Hum, deepened. Air rippled. Silent shuttle materialized, ramp dropping smooth. Knights emerged, crates in grip. Rowe turned to Mara. Extraction here. Princess boards. Hair, with me till safe. Mara cut in. She unbuckled Tiv's makeshift harness, her belt. Improvised. Let him out. Salith followed slow, robes muddied. Protector, the gem binds beyond this world. Park jogged up beside. Clock's ticking. Mothership's hailing again. Rosecom lit. He listened. Faceplate cracked. Shock rippling across alien alloy. Demand parley. With the human.
Mara halted mid-step. Me? You rewrote terms, Salith said.
Her gem pulsed brighter. They blink. Tiv tugged Mara's hand. Boss time. Choppers idled overhead. Knights formed honor guard. Lances crossed. Park holstered her sidearm fully. Feds back you. But play nice. Mara nodded. Practical. Shelter started this. Now terms. She stepped forward. Phone ready. Logs. Proof. Flare gun stayed holstered. Patch them through. Rowe, extended comorb. It hummed. Hologram flickered. Vexor commander. Scales gleaming. Eyes narrow. Human. Surrender royals. Mara smiled. Clan rule calm. Negotiate. Tiv waved discreet from her side. Hi, mean ship. Hollow flickered. Commander recoiled. The air. Mox. Family. Mara said. Our rules. Parley starts now.
Park whispered close. Balls of steel.
Ro gripped Lance tighter. Salith watched, Gem pulsing in sync with Mara's steady heartbeat. Skies cleared sudden. UN jets circled lazy arcs. Public feeds exploded. Mara's phone buzzed. Earth Mom owns Galaxy, Commander hissed.
What binds you? No fleet.
Salith stepped up. Voice rang clear. Housekin. She touched Gem to Mara's palm. Blue light flared, public visible to all. Holo Knights, Park's team. Mara Vance claims Hearthright, heir, and I name her so. Signal binds eternal. Ro stiffened. Princess, protocol forbids alien kin bond before council. Done. Salith's eyes locked Mara's. You sheltered. Protected. Human rules hold.
Gem cooled. Mara felt the weight. Link.
Warmth lingered in her skin. Commander snarled. Bind broken at retrieval. No. Ro knelt sudden. Lance grounded. Empire law yields. Housekin stands. Park whistled low. Legal now? Across stars, Tiv beamed. Boss family. Rule 3, share snacks. Nights parted. Shuttle ramp gleamed open wider. Tiv wriggled free, dashed up. Paused at threshold. Looked back. His small face lit. Trust pure, scales shimmering. Salith pressed a token into Mara's palm. Smooth metal, door-shaped, humming faint. Return key. Always.
Mara closed fingers around it.
Let Tiv board. Watched him vanish inside. Ramp began rise. Tiv peeked once more, waved frantic. Bye boss, come visit. Door sealed with hush. Shuttle lifted silent veil rippling air. Mara stood. Token warmed. One shelter, now family to a star empire. Park clapped her shoulder. Welcome to diplomacy, Mom. Ro bowed fraction. Human normalcy. Extraordinary. Jets whooped salute. Mara pocketed token, shift over.